Now, college football game night on News Watch 12, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Welcome to our final game night of the season. I'm Madison Marie.
I'm Peyton Manny. Thanks for spending your Saturday evening with us.
We had an awesome opportunity this week to travel to the Pac-12 championship game in Las Vegas, where we saw Washington crowned in person.
It was such a fun week leading up to Friday's game, and that game had so much on the line. Winner most likely secured a playoff spot.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see on that one after game we just came out of.
But lots of great games today, though. What's going to happen?
A lot of great. Yeah.
I mean, I am wearing the color of one team that we would like to see in, but we'll talk about that in a little bit.
The battle of the top Pac-12 teams in the final Pac-12 championship game as we know it. So without further ado, let's roll the tape.
Roll the tape.
Oregon Ducks taking the field at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, getting ready for the Pac-12 championship game against the Huskies. Two Heisman contenders, lots on the line, and head coach Dan Lanning knows what his guys are capable of. So the Huskies get right to business. First offensive drive eats up nearly 7.5 minutes from the first quarter. And the Ducks defense stopping them in all 15 plays. They settle for the field goal from 38 yards out, get on the board first.
But Oregon's offense goes 3 and out, so the ball goes back to the Huskies, and Jeremy Bernard takes going one way, then cuts back the other, gives the Dogs great field position at the 50. So we're going to go first and goal for Washington. Penix Jr. with the toss to Dylan Johnson. He flips his way into the end zone for the first touchdown of the night. Washington up 10-0. Second quarter now. Nix gets it out quick to Troy Franklin. He sprints to the sideline and picks up the first down. And the Ducks are going to start rolling.
Ducks with some momentum now. Nix out wide to Casey Kelly. He picks up 11 and gets the Ducks to the Huskies 24, but the drive ends in Oregon's first field goal of the night. Camden Lewis from 36 yards out punches it in. 10-3 Huskies. Later, Penix, plenty of time in the pocket, just lets it fly downfield into the basket of Jalen McMillan, just inches from the end zone.
Dylan Johnson in the pocket for the Dogs, toss to Jeremy Bernard. He hits the edge and dives for the pylon. Huskies extend their lead to 17-3. Nix looking to make anything work, finds number 3 on the move, airborne. He picks up some for the Ducks, but the ball falls back into Washington's hand, and through the uprights it goes.
Oregon's got something to get on the board. Nix rolls out, hits Tez Johnson, and he hits the gas, gets them to the 36-yard line. Now we're just itching for a touchdown. Bodacious takes off, picks up 7, and they're down at the Washington 2. Then came the catch. Nix looking, finding Terrison Ferguson in the corner, falling, touchdown Ducks. Just look at that catch in slow-mo right here. Let's call him OBJ.
The one-handed.
It is
amazing.
Crazy.
Second half, Oregon on offense first to start the last 30 minutes of the Pac-12 conference. Ducks looking to come out hot and win this game. Bo Nix steps back to pass Jordan James. He's on the edge. A 30-yard connection gets the Ducks a first down and puts them in scoring position.
Few players later, Nix gets the snap, escaping the pocket, looking, throws a dart to Ferguson from 2 yards out. The comeback is brewing, and the Ducks are fighting. 20-17. Washington only up by 3.
Still in the third quarter. Huskies looking to answer back, but Penix Jr. throws across his body intended for Odunze, but instead it's in the hands of Kyrie Jackson. And just like that, the Ducks are back on offense. But not for long. Nix has pressure coming, scrambling, takes it to the sideline, then throws it right back to Washington, his third interception of the year.
A roller coaster of emotions at this game on Friday night. 4th and 2 for the Huskies. Penix Jr. escapes the pocket, but Nico Reed all over it. Penix Jr. is sacked for a loss of 10, and the Huskies turn the ball over on downs. So what's Bo Nix going to do? He drives this team down the field. Nix gets the snap, sits in the pocket looking for someone, doesn't like what he sees on the keeper. He takes it up the sideline. A 44-yard game for the Heisman hopeful, putting the Ducks at 1st and goal.
A few plays later, the payoff, Jordan James gets the handoff and pounds it right up the middle. Oregon takes their first lead of the day, 24-20 Ducks. That takes us into the fourth quarter. The Huskies move quickly downfield and answer right back with a Dylan Johnson touchdown, retaking the lead, 27-24.
Huskies force the Ducks off the field in 3 and 11 plays. Huskies drive down the field, ending with Quentin Moore's first career touchdown in purple, and that puts Washington up 34-24 with just under 3 minutes left. A backbreaker for Oregon fans. The stadium goes quiet, waiting to see what's going to happen, but no need. Bo Nix is here. Gets the snap on the keeper, hits it. First down. Next play up, Nix patient in the pocket. Before he hits, Trayshawn Holden over the middle. The catch is made. He's spinning out of trouble. Holden going. Husky dropping him tippy toes up the sideline and finds it to the end zone. Ruled as a touchdown on the field, goes under review. Call stands. Only a 3-point game now, 34-31, Washington.
Oregon tries for the onside kick, but Washington recovers and runs the timeout in their second game against one another in the Pac-12 championship. The Washington Huskies end the era with a final 34-31, a heartbreaker for Oregon. Here's each coach after the game.
Got to give a nod and tip of the cap to Coach Lanning, Bo Nix, the entire Oregon football team. They've had an amazing year, and we've had 2 battles with them that just, as you know, went down to the wire.
I think everybody saw our guys fight out there. Like I said, they never threw in the towel. They worked their tails off this entire game. In a game that we probably faced some adversity we hadn't seen. We've been down in some games this year, by 2 scores, to be able to come back and respond. Again, I think this team's been playing really good ball throughout the season. And to finish it off with that note, that's kind of a sour taste in our mouth for sure. But I'm excited to see what bowl game we get. I know we'll get a great one, have a great team to go compete against.
Let's dive into that stat sheet from the Pac-12 title game. Oregon with 239 passing yards overall, while Washington finished with 324.
The Ducks rushing for 124 yards, just 33 yards less than the Huskies. Bo Nix finishing the night off 21 of 34 for 239 yards, 3 touchdowns, and only 1 interception, and only his 3rd on the year.
Penix Jr. going 27 of 39 for 319, 1 touchdown and 1 interception, both teams with 1 turnover. And stick around, because coming up on Game Night, we'll dive into that Pac-12 championship game a little deeper, see what went wrong and what went right. Stick with us. You're watching College Game Night.
College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
You take pride in doing things yourself. You use only the best materials and products, and always seek the best values and advice. Quality is a reflection of who you are. That's why all your fencing projects begin here. Surround your home and family with nothing but the best. Surround yourself with quality. Visit a Quality Fence showroom today or online at qualityfenceco.com.
At our ranch, we believe in creating memories that will last a lifetime. Imagine your family racing through wide-open ATV trails, busting a target at our gun range, reeling in a big fish, enjoying a horseback ride, floating down the river or relaxing poolside, then ending the day with a campfire along the Klamath River. With over 4,000 acres of space to play, come stake your claim at our ranch, the place where memories are made.
Experience fresh local ingredients with fast and friendly service at Casablanca Coffee and Grill. Come check us out in Grants Pass at our Union or downtown locations. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Take it to go or stay and relax in our outdoor patio or indoor seating area. Espresso and coffee, fruit smoothies, wraps, pizzas, full bar, and more. Happy hour from 2 to 5 p.m. Casablanca Coffee and Grill. We have something for everyone.
Are you suffering with knee pain? At the BioSkin store in Medford, we can support you in staying active with less pain. We offer several knee brace options. Our braces are breathable, lightweight, and hypoallergenic, providing support to painful or injured joints. Don't suffer with knee pain. Call to schedule an appointment to discuss your insurance options, or come in to talk to one of our trained product specialists to find the best solution for you. BioSkin, supporting you through all ages and all stages of life.
Christmas gift ideas galore from the Blackbird Your Everything store. Like this Lamaglass X11 Series Spin Cast Rod, sale priced at just $89.97. All Smith & Wesson handguns are discounted too. Take $50 off regular retail price. Merrill or Sorel casual shoes and hikers are 30% off regular price. And get a $50 Blackbird gift card for every $200 you spend on Yakima cargo boxes and accessories. Christmas tree permits only $5. And a Blackbird gift card works every time at the Blackbird Your Everything Christmas store.
Welcome back to College Football Game Night. Presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
The regular season may be over for the race for Heisman is not finished. Championship week is when things really start to heat up, and win or go home situations can quickly become win or don't raise the trophy in New York. While in Las Vegas, I spent some time recapping the two quarterbacks that hit the stage one final time in the Pac-12. Two of college football's best going head-to-head for the final time in the Pac-12 conference. The Heisman race for both Michael Penix Jr. and Bo Nix has bounced around all season, and it all came down to this game in Las Vegas.
No, it was my goal my whole entire life to be a college quarterback and to play and to win a national championship.
Heading into the title game, Nix led the nation in passing yards per game and completion percentage, making him the favorite Heisman candidate for some.
You know, Bo did what I've seen him do all season. He competed to the very end, handled some adversity, and when it set in, he responded to that. Walking away, 3 touchdowns, a really long run. I'm impressed with our quarterback.
Even after Bo played his best football in the coined month of Bovember, Penix Jr.'s name continued to stay in the trophy conversation.
Got all the respect in the world for Michael, and he's played his butt off this year. I respect him a lot because I know how it is to play through some adversity, to play when you're not necessarily feeling your best.
The doubt surrounding Penix that rose over the few previous weeks was quickly shut down in the Pac-12 championship win.
It's just a blessing to be able to, be in that talk, but, for me, it was always, the main thing always for me was to win.
9 right here. Giving him the chance to touch the football and make plays. He's been through it all. He's got all these experiences to draw upon.
The Ducks' loss likely hurt Nix's potential of raising the Heisman Trophy, but reminded those that Penix is still a solid candidate. Following this game, the Heisman Trophy is now up for grabs. The winner will be announced next Saturday in New York. For now, reporting from Allegiant Stadium, Madison Marie, Newswatch 12 Sports.
While Oregon couldn't head back to Eugene with the final Pac-12 championship trophy, their overall season was one to remember.
Especially this game that we saw. What started as a possible Huskies domination turned into a last-second edge. You're on the edge of your seat.
Yeah, so what did Oregon do right in Friday night's game? Well, the answer to that question is simple. Sticking around all 4 quarters is something Dan Lanning and the Ducks have spent a lot of time emphasizing since the Week 6 loss to Washington, and that's exactly what they did. It was the second half when the Ducks came alive, finding the end zone twice in the third and not allowing the Huskies to score until the fourth showed that the Ducks still wanted this. And while the final touchdown pass to Trayshawn Holden had fans holding their breath, it was too little, too late. And when it comes to the Huskies, Oregon knew this game was not going to be a cakewalk.
No, it was not. A team with a strong leader in Michael Penix Jr. and even a more dominant head coach. They pose a threat in all 4 quarters, regardless of the score.
Now, heading into that game, we knew the Huskies' defense is tough, but maybe the Ducks didn't realize the complexity of that D block.
The Huskies scored on 4 of their first 5 drives and topped it with a score late in the second quarter, holding a 10-point lead over the Ducks heading into the locker room. Coming out as a first-half team isn't something to tread lightly around for Oregon. Washington held Oregon to 3 3-and-out drives and forced 3 punts in the first half alone, ultimately making the comeback that much harder for the Ducks.
The Pac-12 is done as we know it, and for now, the Washington Huskies are the kings of the Pac-12. The Oregon Ducks are still recovering from a heartbreaking loss in the Pac-12 championship in Las Vegas. Some players wishing they could go back and change the outcome. Some players wishing they put more out on the field, especially in that first quarter. A game that ends in triumph for one team ends in heartbreak for another. Coming in with a chip on their shoulder and with something to prove, Dan Lanning had nothing but confidence for his guys coming into this game. But the early deficit ultimately plagued the Ducks for the entirety of the game.
You just can't start off slow against a really good team. We obviously started off slow. They weren't, they won a lot of critical situations as far as third down. We thought third down was a place that we had to be good. They were effective running the ball. We didn't do a good job stopping the run, and then we weren't able to run the ball. And you got to be able to run the ball in games like this.
The final Pac-12 championship game ended with a 34-31 Washington victory. The Ducks trailed 20-3 at one point in the game and were able to make a comeback, scoring 21 points in the second half. But a slow first quarter left the Ducks constantly fighting from behind.
They were just really good, and when you look at it, we didn't really get a first down. We didn't get a momentum play, and then in the second quarter we finally did, and we started to move the ball a little bit better. But I just thought the explosive plays weren't there for us tonight.
An emotional way to end the season for the Oregon Ducks as they finished 11-2 overall with both losses coming from the Huskies. 2 losses ending with only a 3-point difference. 2 losses that will haunt the Ducks until they meet Washington again in the Big Ten.
We lost to Washington 2 times, and they were both really close games, and you can look at both games and go back and nitpick the film and say, you could have done this or you could have done that. You could beat yourself up over it, but it's just a lot of emotions, a lot going on that, man, you wish you could change, like you wish you could go back and do so many different things. Just hurts.
While the chances of making the college football playoffs are now out of reach for the Ducks, a bowl game is in their near future, and Oregon wants to end their season where they belong, and that's back in the win column.
I know how hard our players work. I hate to see them finish on that note. I know we're going to get an opportunity for a great bowl game. I want to see those guys go out there and compete for that, but I have to give credit to Washington and Coach DeBoer. They did a great job. They had a good plan, executed well, but hurting for the guys in that locker room.
Reporting at Allegiant Stadium, Peyton Manny, Newswatch 12 Sports. Coming up, we'll dive into the other championship games across the country. Stick with us. You're watching College Football Game Night.
College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Quality Fence is doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor.
They reflect a style as unique as you are. They make first impressions. They provide space, add lasting beauty, and security. Quality is a reflection of who you are. That's why all your fencing projects begin here.
Quality Fence is doing it right for you.
The most magical time of the year oftentimes feels like the most stressful time of the year. In fact, a 2018 study found 88% of us feel stressed out during the holidays. Here's how you can beat your holiday stress. Start by acknowledging your stress. This can help find the source of anxiety and find solutions. Exercise is a great way to boost your mood and emotional health. And don't be afraid to say no to another holiday activity.
Newswatch 12, Grange Co-op, and U.S. Cellular are working together to help local kids in need have a happy holiday season.
Help spread holiday cheer by donating new kids' toys at one of our Red Barrel locations across Southern Oregon and Northern California. Find the closest location by going to kdrv.com. Donations support the programs of CASA and Children's Advocacy Center to get toys into the hands of local children in our communities.
The Newswatch 12 Toy Drive.
Another way Newswatch 12 is watching out for you.
For the past 5 years, you've known Admire Aesthetics as Southern Oregon's leading cool sculpting facility. But did you know we are so much more? Hi, I am Tiffany. At Admire, we offer services for the whole body, from fat reduction, skin tightening, cellulite treatments, muscle toning, and we even have a weight loss clinic offering the shot. If you want your outer beauty to match your inner beauty, call us to schedule a consultation. Check out our website for more information and the latest specials. At Admire, we strive to shape confidence.
Join us at Sam's Jewelers as we celebrate our 5-year anniversary. All jewelry store-wide up to 50% off. Get your holiday shopping done early, all at unbeatable prices. Every in-store purchase qualifies you for a chance to win a free cruise. Come to Sam's Jewelers in the Rogue Valley Mall for the 5-year anniversary sale, now through December 24th.
Welcome back to College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
The final playoff rankings will be released tomorrow by the College Football Committee. Those top 4 teams will battle it out for the national title.
Right, and the committee has released 5 rounds of rankings before Sunday's final decision. The last round was just released on Tuesday.
But before those are released, let's see where the teams sat coming into championship week. Georgia remained at the top at number 1, but Michigan's win over Ohio State slid the Wolverines up to number 2 and dropped the Buckeyes to number 6.
Washington also jumped 1 spot to 3, giving Florida State another jab at the playoff picture at number 4.
The Ducks found themselves up 1 to number 5, still on the outside looking in, while Oregon State's 4th loss placed them 6 spots down at 21.
Now all we can do is wait and see what happens tomorrow. I know we all have our hopes, and you know.
It's going to be crazy. I mean, now that number 1 went out, who's going to take that number 1 spot? I think they're going to have to drop Georgia. If number 8 beats number 1,
does the FSU win look as good as the Bama win? I guess
we'll have to find out.
Have to see.
Those rankings are scheduled to be announced between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Pacific time.
We've already covered that incredible Pac-12 championship game, the final one, might we add once again. But I think it's time we dive into another conference across the country.
Let's start off with the Big 12 championship. Oklahoma State and Texas. Heads up. Heading into today's game, Texas had an 88.1% chance of winning, according to ESPN.
Did they? Big 12 championship game at AT&T Stadium in Dallas, featuring the Cowboys of Oklahoma State and the Longhorns of Texas. First quarter, Quinn Ewers escapes the pocket, connects with Mitchell in the paint for a 10-yard touchdown. Still in the first, Longhorns run the flea flicker. Ewers finds Sanders wide open downfield. Texas doubles their lead 14-0.
But the Cowboys finally get some points on the board. A great pass into a tight window from Alan Bowman. Brennan Presley makes a catch falling into the end zone. And we have a 1-touchdown game, 14-7 Texas. 1:43 left in the first. Ewers rolls out and finds defensive tackle Tavondre Sweat in the game as an eligible receiver. Texas showing love to everyone today. He strikes the Heisman pose, but maybe that's a little too far. I don't know about that one.
Hey, it's a fun pose. Second quarter now. Bowman looks to go deep, but the ball is picked by Crawford. He makes the diving grab. What a play. Sets up the following drive. CJ Baxter punches it in from 8 yards out, 28-7. Texas extends, but before the Longhorns can run away with this, OK State wanted some more points. Martin picks off Ewers and gets taken down within the 5. We still got a game. Next play up, Bowman dropping back. He hits Rashad Owens in the paint, gives the Cowboys a little hope. 28-14 Texas.
We head into the fourth quarter. Keelan Robinson gets the handoff and rips off a 57-yard touchdown run, barely keeping his feet in bounds. Texas goes on to win the Big 12 championship with a final of 49-14. Caden Salters and undefeated Liberty hosting New Mexico State for the Conference USA Championship. A couple minutes into the third, tied at 21, Liberty inside the 5, and Quentin Cooley takes the handoff into the end zone for the touchdown. A few plays later, same score, Liberty facing 3rd and 8 from the 20 off play action. Salters looks right and finds CJ Daniels, who makes the contested grab for the 20-yard touchdown. It's a nice grab by Daniels through traffic. 7 receptions, 150 yards for Daniels.
3 minutes go into the third. New Mexico State trails 35-28. True freshman Blaze fakes the toss. He drops back and finds an open Trent Hudson in the end zone for the touchdown. New Mexico State ties it up at 35. Liberty with a possession 1 minute into the fourth. Lucas powers forward into the end zone for the touchdown.
A few minutes later, same score. Berlowitz throws to his right, but Brandon Bishop is there for the one-handed interception. And what concentration and effort by Bishop for that pivotal turnover. Look at that. Incredible. Liberty back on offense. Salter looking to toss right, but he can't. Makes a few men miss and has daylight up the right sideline. He's gone. And no one's going to catch him. He's in for the touchdown.
Liberty goes on to win it 49-35 to complete the undefeated season and first Conference USA title.
And now Miami, Ohio versus Toledo. Redhawks looking for another title. We start in the second quarter. Daquan Finn connects with Anthony Torres in the end zone. Rockets finally get themselves on the board, but still trail 10-6.
Toledo going for the field goal with 9 seconds left in the half. Tucker Gelson swarmed on the trick play. Miami gets called for offsides. The Rockets convert on this 2-point conversion right here, though. So now we go into under 5 minutes left in the fourth. Miami up. Smith keeps the ball, outruns the defense, picks up 50 before being brought down at Toledo's 15.
puts his team in good field position, enough for Rashad Amos to take off down the middle and into the house. Extends the lead for the Red Hawks. Toledo looking to make anything work. 29 seconds left, and it's picked in the end zone. Red Hawks ball, and that's game. Final, Miami, Ohio 23, Toledo 14. Miami wins their first MAC title since 2019 and become the first team since 2003 to win 11 games in a season.
And sending it back out to Allegiant Stadium, then across the country to Atlanta. All that and more coming up on Game Night.
College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Well, we just wanted to define our property. We got 1.25 acres and just wanted to make it stand out. Also, I think increases the value of our property a lot. Turned out great, very professional. It was outstanding quality and outstanding service.
I feel like we live in a park, and it would be the equivalent of having a Monet unframed. Once you put the fence up, you framed the picture. It couldn't be more beautiful. I wouldn't change a thing.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
Craftsmanship is all about the details. At the law firm of Black, Chapman, Peterson, and Stevens, we focus on the details of your case to ensure you receive the representation it deserves. With over 100 combined years of service advocating in the areas of personal injury, worker compensation, sexual abuse, elder abuse, and disability, call the law firm of Black, Chapman, Peterson, and Stevens. We stand up for the injured.
It's Christmas season at your everything store, and the Blackbird has gift ideas galore. We've got power tools and hardware by Ace, and gift ideas all over the place. Hats and socks and shades from the sun, and everyone needs a bug shooting gun, a patio heater, a comfy camp chair, and boots of all kinds. Come try on a pair. Need an axe to chop down your Christmas tree? Maybe a 6 or 12 volt battery. We've got warm work clothes made by Carhartt and fishing supplies. Just come fill up your cart. Two-way radios, that's a big 10-4. There's sleeping bags and wiper blades, camo gear, and more. We've got skis and snowboards you can buy or rent, or choose a rifle, a barbecue, or an umbrella tent. All the supplies to make your own wine or beer, and a second Blackbird store coming next year. With our big selection, making up your mind is hard, but you can't go wrong with a Blackbird gift card. You'll find something for everyone. Just walk through the door. Yes, the Blackbird for Christmas, your everything store.
Nothing in the world says I love you like the perfect diamond. Perfectly cut, perfectly beautiful. Voted Southern Oregon's favorite place to buy jewelry. Golden Gems Fine Jewelry has natural diamonds, lab-grown, and diamond hybrids priced for every budget. This holiday season, say I love you with perfect diamonds on the plaza downtown Ashland or at goldengems.com. Golden Gems, Southern Oregon's favorite place to buy jewelry.
Welcome back to College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Welcome back to College Game Night. We're going to keep the trophy ceremonies going. Let's do it. Heading back out to Las Vegas, the Mountain West Championship featured a team who has never seen that stage before. Boise State faced UNLV in the Rebels' first ever title appearance. Both teams 6-2 in conference. Both teams looking to be champs as well, but only one left as such. Let's do it. Let's do it. Welcome back to Allegiant Stadium, home of the UNLV Rebels, as they host their first ever Mountain West Championship appearance. Raiders interim head coach Antonio Pierce present again after attending the Pac game on Friday. A few minutes in, Green finds space, extends into the pylon, first score of the night. Into the second quarter we go. The toss back to Green, looks down the middle and slings it downfield to Austin Bolt, a touchdown to break the tie. 21-14 Boise State. Broncos on offense again. Green keeps it for himself up the middle, working his way around the sea of red. A 70-yard run to the house gives the Broncos the lead heading into half. He's still going. Green with 90 yards on 8 carries. Final seconds of the third, Green over the middle. That's a dot right into the hands of Matt Lortor in the end zone. Final, Boise State 44, UNLV 20. The Broncos 5th Mountain West title, and Spencer Danielson becomes the first interim head coach to win as an FBS conference champion. SEC championship game taking place at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Number 1 Georgia versus number 8 Alabama. First quarter, Kendall Milton gets the handoff, hits the gap, and goes 17 yards for the first touchdown of the night. Bulldogs strike first, 7-0. Alabama has to settle for a field goal, but the Tide needs points. Will Reichert hits the field goal, giving him the most points in FBS history with 533. The kid never misses. 7-3 Georgia.
A leader second quarter. Milrow gets the ball out to Miller. Miller hits up the sidelines into the house. Just like that, Bama takes the lead 10-7. A little less than a minute before half. Milrow with time in the pocket. Over the middle, Jermaine Burton in the paint. Former Bulldog.
We skip ahead to the fourth. Alabama leads 20-10, but the Bulldogs go 35 yards in 4 plays. Carson Beck finishes off with a dive in the end zone. But Alabama fighting tonight. Rory Dell Williams tries to leap over the pile, but it looks like he gets stopped somehow, but still finds his way in. Alabama extends their lead to 27-17.
But less than 3 minutes left. Georgia drives down the field quickly. Kendall Milton gets the handoff, finds the gap. Now it's only a 3-point game. Milrow now rushes for a first down as the Crimson Tide start to smell an upset. Alabama runs out of the clock and wins the SEC championship, taking down number 1 Georgia. Goodbye. The
down
final
goes number 1.
27-24. You heard that right. Roll Tide.
Sorry, we had to. We really had to. Number 22, Tulane and the Green Wave hosting SMU and the Mustangs in the American Athletic Championship. SMU quarterback Kevin Jennings making his first collegiate start, first play of the game. Devin Deal knocks the ball out of Jennings' hands, ball's loose. The scoop and nearly the score falls just short of the end zone.
Next play, Michael Pratt keeps it to himself and forces his way in. Tulane leads 7-0 early. Wave expecting to just roll through. Under 8 in the first. SMU second and goal. Jalen Kinton literally untouched up the middle. Tied is 7.
Moments before half, Jennings sends it up, finds Smith in the corner of the end zone. He finishes with 203 yards. Reminder, his first start ever. In the third, on third down, Pratt launches it downfield into the arms of Brown. He's got green grass and an open door. Knock, knock. It's a tied game.
Under 5 minutes left in this game. Pratt throws, hoping his guy will beat his defender. Nope, he's picked off. Down goes number 22. SMU wins the ACC championship. Final SMU 26, Tulane 14.
Those final games are still to come. You won't want to miss it. Stick with us. You're watching College Football Game Night.
College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor.
They reflect a style as unique as you are. They make first impressions. They provide space, add lasting beauty, and security. Quality is a reflection of who you are. That's why all your fencing projects begin here.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
Gone shopping lately? Seems like everything's in short supply. But at Lippert's Carpet One, our warehouses are literally jammed with the best values in floor covering, ready today. In style and in stock. Waterproof plank flooring from $1.99 a square foot. Carpet from 99 cents a square foot. Hardwood flooring from just $2.99 a square foot. Plus take 12 months to pay with no interest. Quality floor covering in style and in stock. Today at Lippert's Carpet One, Medford and Grants Pass.
For the past 5 years, you've known Admire Aesthetics as Southern Oregon's leading cool sculpting facility. But did you know we are so much more? Hi, I am Tiffany. At Admire, we offer services for the whole body, from fat reduction, skin tightening, cellulite treatments, muscle toning, and we even have a weight loss clinic offering the shot. If you want your outer beauty to match your inner beauty, call us to schedule a consultation. Check out our website for more information and the latest specials. At Admire, we strive to shape confidence.
Oh. Well, I guess no carpooling tomorrow. I guess not. What the? Need a ride? How'd you do this? I'll show you. But I have no credit.
That's the great thing about Soul Savers. They don't just look at your credit reports, they look at you as a person. That's why they can put you in a car for as low as $200 down.
It's the final days of Black Friday savings at the Mattress Liquidation Center at Medford Mattress. Time to get a comfortable, affordable, healthy night's sleep. Save on king, queen, and adjustable mattresses today. Queen starting at just $349.
In this economy, we have changed our entire business model just for you.
During the final days of Black Friday savings, only at the Mattress Liquidation Center, downtown Medford, where quality is still not costly.
Welcome back to College Football Game Night. Presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
In Troy, Alabama today, the Trojans faced App State and the Mountaineers for the Sun Belt title.
James Madison finished 11-1 overall, making them number 1 in the league. But due to their transition from FCS to FBS, the Dukes were not eligible for the title game just this season.
So the task fell on App State as they look to extend their 5-game win streak today.
Sun Belt Championship between App State and Troy. App State looking to extend their streak to 6. Troy saying, no, this is our house. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. No score until now. Vital gets the direct snap, runs it in. Trojans get on the board first.
Troy on offense. Vital gets loose and finds plenty of open room up the sideline into the end zone. The Trojans extend their lead, his 11th rushing touchdown of the season. Jumping into the fourth, Vital gets the handoff and does what he does best, run the ball. Troy goes up 28-17.
Under 5 minutes remain in the game. First and goal for Troy. Vital into the dog pile. Says no, never mind. Other way around, his 4th rushing touchdown of the game, tying a career high from last year. Clock ticking, Vital again breaking loose. Not a soul can catch him. He becomes the first player in FBS history to rush for 5 touchdowns in a conference championship game.
Wow.
Final, Troy 49, App State 23. Troy extends their record to 8 consecutive Sun Belt championship games, 2nd straight win.
Jim Harbaugh back on the field and ready to win as Michigan gets ready to face Iowa in the Big Ten Championship. We start in the first. James Turner on the field on 4th and 1. He slots it through the uprights from 35 yards out. Michigan goes up 3-0. A few minutes later, Iowa punts it back to Michigan. Samaj Morgan receives the punt, makes a few Hawkeyes miss, finds all the holes, and rips off a huge 87-yard punt return, almost making it all the way back, but he gets pushed out of bounds.
So that sets up the next play. Blake Corum finishing the job. Punches it in from 2 yards out, and Michigan extends their lead 10-0. Second quarter now. 3rd and 12, J.J. McCarthy trying to do a little dance in the pocket, but the pressure comes. He's sacked by Deontay Craig for a 7-yard loss.
Iowa hoping to avoid a shutout, but Patterson gets the pass and gets hit hard. He fumbles the ball and Michigan lands on it, and for the 45th time in program history and their 3rd year in a row, the Michigan Wolverines are the Big Ten champs. The final 26-0.
Welcome back to College Football Game Night. Presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
As we wrap up our college game night this season, we're taking the huddle to the court.
This week we spoke to a familiar face. Here's this week of the huddle.
Welcome to another episode of The Huddle. This week we're indoors at SOU.
We're starting the basketball season off strong with SOU women's head coach, Coach Klopp. Coach, thanks for joining us. How are you feeling? Of course.
Good. Yeah, indoor sports are the best, right?
Especially ready to get the season started.
Yeah, when it's chilly. Yeah. Let's dive right in. You're starting up regular season. You know, your team got off to a pretty great start. Yeah. Talk to me a little bit about how you're feeling about this team this year.
Yeah, I think this team, we've got a lot of veterans. We have a lot of people back that played quite a bit last year and people that are stepping up and, with some junior college experience. And so I think they know what it takes to win and they're pretty focused on doing that.
Coach, you can lead a nationally ranked team. We've seen you do it before. You have experience and you're a great coach. Yeah. So what do you think, do you have an experience before that kind of helped you get the confidence that you have now coaching?
Oh, that's a good question. I think a big one was when my dad had finally won a WNBA championship. A lot of the things that we're doing here, they did. Defensively and offensively, maybe it's a little bit tweaked for that level, but I think, seeing that, hey, he worked so many years to do that, and seeing what he did work, I was like, I can do that. I think just seeing the people before you just achieve at a high level kind of helps build that confidence in me a little bit.
Player-wise, let's talk about a few. Cammie Walk, I want to touch on. A great season last year. What are you looking for from her coming into this season to help lead your team as a senior now?
Yeah, I think Cammie's just continued to add to her game every year. You know, she's always in the gym, and she's a great leader. And she knows now, year 3 really knows our system, and she's able to maybe kind of backtrack things that maybe I haven't said, and it's like another coach's brain out there. You know, and I think everyone respects her because of her work ethic and her leadership. And so for her is just to continue to lead and you know, help everyone kind of be comfortable in it.
She plays hard. You can tell on the court with passion and everything. Coach, we all have something in common, which is being women in sports. Obviously, you on the athletic side, us on the media side, but we all know the struggle behind trying to get that stage that is well deserved. WNBA stepping up, you know, and then just women's athletics. You guys have a crowd during those games, which is so fun to see that support. How do you think like that's kind of progressed?
You know, SOU is like a flagship school for supporting women, and I think when I applied for this job and I was going through the interview process, I saw how many women, right, were successful here. You know, Pistol with softball, and Jenny with soccer, and then Gabby now. And I think just seeing, you know, Matt and Bobby, their support for the women's sports, that helps us tremendously, because we feel confident that we can go out and do what we need to do.
Well, and it's cool for you too, because you're also paving the way for future women in basketball who maybe want to coach here. With it only being your 3rd year, and you've had so much success this far, it's incredible. It's going to be really fun to watch this season too. How is it having your dad have so much success within basketball, and now you get him as like a mentor? Obviously, as a father figure, he's always been able to mentor you, but now in this part of basketball, what is that like for you to kind of pick his brain, but also you can do your own thing and spin off of his mentality in basketball?
Yeah, it's amazing, and nowhere else could I do this besides an NAIA. You know, he can be my volunteer coach. Anywhere else, I wouldn't get to have him on the bench. And when he comes to practice, I'm pretty much like, here you go, you run it, you know, because I want to learn from him, and he has so much experience. And so, I mean, I call him pretty much every day. You know, I send him practice film so he can watch if he's not here. But it has really helped me just be comfortable in what I'm doing, because I have someone with such great experience, and we're running his system. We're running my grandpa's system that he invented, you know, defensively, and now are just continuing to grow it.
So 3rd year here, you had a baby in your 1st year, correct? How was that, becoming a new mom, first-time mom, and also a basketball coach? How did you balance everything?
It was a whirlwind. Yeah, you know, after my 1st year, I think it was like 7 months pregnant when it came in March. And, you know, we were in the playoffs still, and I got to that point where I'm like, I'm tired, you know. And so after, you know, I had her in April, and, you know, last season, she was 6 months old. We took her to SoCal with us, stayed in an Airbnb all together, like just chaotic. But I think, again, like our team is just so easy to be around, and they love her, and that really helped me be more comfortable to be able to do both. And you know, it's a lot of work, but at the end of the day, you know, she's the most important thing, her and my husband, and basketball comes after that, very, very closely after that, because it's like they're all together, right? You know, and I love that we can do that.
We have been asking coaches, players to give us your best. Go Raiders.
Ooh. I gotta feel like I gotta bring out my like inner Denasia and inner Cammie.
The best. Those
yeah,
are the best.
I know. All right, ready? Yes. All right, go Raiders!
Oh, perfect. So
I liked that. That's been the best one we've heard so far. We've had the guys do some cool ones, but to hear from Coach was really fun.
That was great. Yeah, and now we're getting into basketball season, so we'll be on the court with some of the best players and coaches all around basketball.
Yeah, stick around. The huddle does not end, but this
She
is
doesn't
our
end.
final game night.
It is. That wraps it up for the last regular season of college football. And like Maddie just said, our last college football game night of the season. Thanks for spending your Saturday nights with us. For the latest news, weather, and sports, head to our website at kdrv.com.
Our next newscast is tonight at 11. We still have plenty of sports for you. We'll see you then.